Well, the majority of Air Canada's domestic and U.S. flights are expected to be operational soon following a 3-day strike by flight attendants. The airline's website says 97% of domestic flights are expected to operate over the next 24 hours, as well as a 99% of U.S. flights and 76% of other international routes. Air Canada has cautioned a return to full service could take up to 10 days. A tentative agreement reached between the airline and the union representing more than 10,000 flight attendants has yet to be ratified. Meanwhile, we are learning more details about the tentative agreement flight attendants reached with the airline. According to the union, it includes a 12% pay raise over 4 years for those with 5 years of service or less, and an 8% for those with more than 5 years. Also, workers will get paid 50% of their salary for an hour before a flight takes off for smaller planes, 70 minutes for larger planes. Well, that will increase annually over the life of the deal. Well, joining us now with more on the latest Air Canada operations is Tom Stevens, the Vice President of Customer Experience Strategy at Air Canada. We appreciate your time. Tom, we know that there's a lot of work being done to get passengers back on their flights. Give us an update. How are things moving along, and what are some of the current challenges that you're still facing to get everything back to normal?
Good afternoon, Jamie. Thank you for having me. As you said, our operation is getting back on track. We're publishing our stats on our website on aircanada.com. And we're hoping to resume a near full service over the next 48 hours or so. And that is thanks to the incredible hard work of so many thousands of employees across Air Canada. We know that this industrial action has been very disruptive to our customers, and we really, really do apologize for the inconvenience that they've had. And today we're announcing a few more customer policies that are going to make sure that we reimburse customers for any out-of-pocket expenses they have as a result of the disruption.
We know that some of the delays is because many of these aircraft have been sitting dormant for the last couple of days because of the strike, and we know that there needs to be safety and maintenance checks. What's the latest you can tell us about that? How's that moving along? And tell us the latest update.
Yeah, in relation to the aircraft, almost all of our aircraft that were parked are now back in service. And that's due to a tremendous amount of work that our maintenance team at Air Canada has done to get those aircraft checked for safety and back in the sky. The ramp-up will take us a couple more days as we get our crew and our aircraft in position worldwide. Imagine a flight that's operating to Sydney. It takes us a while to get to Sydney. The crew need to rest so that they're safe to operate the return. So that's why customers will still see a few cancellations and delays over the next 2 days.
We have been updating our viewers when it comes to the reimbursement policies, and there are some things when it comes to filling out forms that people need to understand and what they're, how they're eligible for some of these reimbursements. What can you tell us?
Yeah, we have over 5,000 Air Canada colleagues working to rebook customers. We've booked hundreds of thousands of customers so far. But we know because of the unprecedented level of disruption, our call centers were extremely busy and some customers couldn't get through to us. For those customers that managed to find a ticket with another airline, or maybe took a train, a bus, a ferry to get to their end destination, we've already announced a policy where for all those reasonable costs, we'll be looking to reimburse those customers. In addition, we know that some customers were stranded at destination away from home and may have incurred some hotel and meal expenses. We're also going to be covering those above and beyond our obligations to do so, but because we know that we need to do the right thing for our customers. All of these details will be available on our website shortly, and customers will be able to submit their claim through aircanada.com.
Obviously, for many of the passengers who have been in international destinations, especially overseas in parts of Asia and Europe, what's the kind of latest on bringing those passengers home? We know that a lot of some of the domestic flights and flights off to the U.S. have departed on time, but what's the latest for those who are coming from further destinations?
Yeah, for our customers around the world, our team have been doing a great job of attempting to rebook them on over 120 other airlines to get them back to Canada. As I said, there's still a few more days of disruption as we ramp up those long international services. But the vast majority of customers that were around the world are already traveled back to Canada or are about to travel back to Canada, whether on Air Canada, one of our partners, or even one of our competitors. So you should see most of our customers now getting to where they need to get to.
And Tom, just lastly, obviously people can appreciate that it's going to take some time to get back to a full regular schedule. For anyone who does have a flight, maybe in the next 5 to 7 days or so, what's the best advice for passengers traveling on Air Canada as they head to Pearson?
Yep, there's a couple of things our customers can do. Firstly, keep an eye on the Air Canada website And on there, every day, we are publishing the amount of flights that we are due to operate. As I said, in the next 48 hours, you should actually see a return to service, which is faster than we had initially anticipated due to the hard work of so many colleagues across Air Canada. For customers' individual flights, if there is going to be a disruption, we notify customers by email and SMS, and they can also check the status in the Air Canada mobile app and on our website.
It's Tom Stevens, Vice President of Customer Experience Strategy at Air Canada. We appreciate the updates. Thank you.